In certain latitudes, there comes a span of time approaching and following the summer solstice, some weeks in all, when the twilights turn long and blue. This period of the blue nights does not occur in subtropical California, where I lived for much of the time I will be talking about here, and where the end of daylight is fast and lost in the blaze of the dropping sun. But it does occur in New York, where I now live. You notice at first as April ends and May begins, a change in the season. Not exactly a warming, in fact, not at all a warming. Yet suddenly summer seems near, a possibility, even a promise. You pass a window, you walk to Central Park, you find yourself swimming in the color blue. The actual light is blue. And over the course of an hour or so, this blue deepens, becomes more intense even as it darkens and fades, approximates finally the blue of the glass on a clear day at Shark, or that of the Cherenkov radiation thrown by the fuel rods in the pools of nuclear reactors. The French called this time of day l'heure bleue. To the English, it was the gloaming. The very word gloaming reverberates, echoes, the gloaming, the glimmer, the glitter, the glisten, the glamour, carrying in its consonants the images of houses shuddering, gardens darkening, grass-lined rivers slipping through the shadows. During the blue nights, you think the end of day will never come. As the blue nights draw to a close, and they will, and they do, you experience an actual chill and apprehension of illness at the moment when you first notice. The blue light is going, the days are already shortening, the summer is gone. This book is called Blue Nights, because at the time I began it, I found my mind turning increasingly to illness, to the end of promise, to the dwindling of the days, to the inevitability of the fading, the dying of the brightness. Blue nights are the opposite of the dying of the brightness, but they are also its warning. Today would be your wedding anniversary. 7 years ago today, we took the leis from the florist boxes and shook the water in which they were packed onto the grass outside the Cathedral of St. John the Divine on Amsterdam Avenue. The white peacock spread his fan, the organist sounded. She wove white stephanotis into the thick braid that hung down her back. She dropped a tulle veil over her head, and the stephanotis loosened and fell. The plumeria blossom tattooed just below her shoulder throwed through the tulle. "Let's do it," she whispered. Little girls in leis and pale dresses skipped down the aisle and walked behind her up to the high altar. After all the words were said, the little girls followed her out the front doors of the cathedral and around past the peacocks, the two iridescent blue and green peacocks, the one white peacock, to the cathedral house. There were cucumber and watercress sandwiches. There was a peach-colored cake from Pyard. There was pink champagne. Her choices all. Sentimental choices, things she remembered. I remembered them too. When she said she wanted cucumber and watercress sandwiches at her wedding, I remembered her laying out plates of cucumber and watercress sandwiches on the tables we had set up around the pool for her 16th birthday lunch. When she said she wanted leis in place of bouquets at her wedding, I remembered her at 3 or 4 or 5, getting off a plane at Bradley Field in Hartford, wearing the leis she had been given when she left Honolulu the night before. The temperature in Connecticut that morning was 6 degrees below zero, and she had no coat. She had been wearing no coat when we left Los Angeles for Honolulu, and we had not expected to go on to Hartford. But she saw no problem. Children with leis don't wear coats, she advised me. Sentimental choices. On the day of that wedding, she got all her sentimental choices except one. She had wanted the little girls to go barefoot in the cathedral. Memory of Malibu, she was always barefoot in Malibu. She always had splinters from the redwood deck. Splinters from the deck and tar from the beach and iodine for the scratches from the nails in the stairs. But the little girls had new shoes for the occasion and wanted to wear them. Time passes, memory fades, memory adjusts, memory conforms to what we think we remember. Even memory of the stephanotis in her braid. Even memory of the plumeria tattoo showing through the tulle. It is horrible to see oneself die without children, Napoleon Bonaparte said that. What greater grief can there be for mortals than to see their children dead? Euripides said that. When we talk about mortality, we are talking about our children. I said that.